All right, hey, all you action figure minute fans, it's time for another opening for the Defenders of Eden toy line. And today we're kicking off with opening up Vasapo, the figure. So, Vasapo, little bio reading for you. Vasapo, the Royal Guard, regal and honorable. Vasapo serves his kingdom by protecting the palace of Ashmore. Using his plates as defense and spears as offense, they protect not only the palace inhabitants, but common saurians as well. He is not afraid of stepping out of his comfort zone and traveling with General Saros on missions away from Ashmore. Do not let his beauty trick you. Vasapo is a deadly warrior. His beauty. So, Vasapo is a bit different. Like it's stated on the back, on his bio, the plates that he has. So it'd be a little bit something different to check out with this Armies of Ashmore line. Here's a quick view of the spine art. And I'll do an overlay showing off all of the spine art for the whole collection yet again for any new subscribers. Any new subscribers, hey, by the way, thanks for checking out the channel. Please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, ringing the bell, doing all those YouTube fun things and features, as this is a budding YouTube channel, continually growing. And I am an opener, so we open up all of these. We'll tear that box down later, like I showed you in the last video. I separate the plastic from the cardboard. And actually, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Before I open it up, check out the cool tri-fold design. So on this one side over here, on my right, we have his tail and his hands. And on my left, we have his shoulder armor, his helmet, and his full spear that it looks like you assemble. Let's go ahead and cut these little plastic binders real quick. Do these have a name? Just tie downs? What do we call these little plastic things the factory uses? All right, got that all cut out. Let's get him taken out of the package here. I'm a big fan of this toy line so far. Every single figure has been great. So with Vasapo, he has plates that get installed on his back. As we can see here, it comes with one pre-installed. It looks like that's sculpted in, not glued in. And the rest of these pieces just pop in. They look like they might key in as well. And you could, if you want, glue them in so they stay permanently in. We'll see how I feel about that, if I feel it's necessary. And the plates are back here underneath where the figure was. So let's go ahead and rip open this packaging here. And what I'm going to do, just like I did on the other channels, once we get this guy all opened up and all the accessories taken out, his tail's really cool. It has the plates on it, and it has spikes at the end of it as well. So very cool, different tail on Vasapo. Beautiful Vasapo. What a handsome man. All right. Get these plates out of here. They're secured in there. They're not going to roll around in the packaging. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates that we get to install. And let's go ahead and rip open this packaging right here. And get all that out. So we'll start with the easy thing first. Start with the spear. And the spear, does it key in? It looks like there's a hexagon shape on the bottom here, but it doesn't really look like it on the spear itself. It looks like the spear peg itself is just round. Yeah, I'm not feeling it really click in there. But he does have, oh, hey, got a little piece that could be removable here. Guess maybe you can flip it, move it around, who knows? Might be able to swap with some different weapons, but here's the full staff assembled right out of the box. Very neat, very nice. And it looks like, we'll play with that some more later. See how we want to install that and move it around, maybe customize it, who knows. Really cool colors on this. And then let's look at Vasapo himself next. So he has the same articulation we've seen on the other figures. Can look all the way up. He's got a joint at the neck and a joint where the neck meets the head. So he can look super far to the side, all the way down. See there. So a lot of great mobility and range out of that. And as you can see, as he looks up, the plate is not, doesn't seem like it's getting in the way at all for any of his upward movement that he would have with his noggin. All right, so if we move around his arms, got a ball at the shoulder, and we've got a twist at the bicep. Let's go ahead and line that up, and single hinge at the elbow, vertical wrists, so no issues at all on that arm. Again, we've got a ball joint at the shoulder, swivel at the bicep. Perfectly good elbow there. And single hinge wrists, so no issues movement. Let's check out his torso. He's got a torso cut right here, and then of course at his waist under the armor, so very good movement on this guy compared to some of the other ones I've had. So very good movement up at the top. Let's see if we can just move just at the waist. A little harder to move around. We'll play with that one a little bit more later. And then he has a ball jointed hips. So we can swivel his thigh all the way around. And then a single joint at the knee and a rocker ankle. No issues at all there. His other leg, again, swivel at the hip, single jointed knee, rocker at the ankle. So extremely fluid in the motions on this guy. I will install the tail after I heat it up. Always heat the hole, not the pole. Heat the hole, not the pole. Just, it works out better. That way you're not forcing around the peg and you don't get this peg to, this tail assembly to pop out here with the movement. And just like the Mythic Leech, actually difference on this guy. So his armor that he comes with out of the package covers his shoulders as well. So I think this is kind of an either or situation, but let's see if we can fit them both in here. So let's see if we can put this on as well at the same time. I don't know if that'd be the look that I'd want to go for, but it does work. Let me put the other one in. We'll hold it up in front of the camera and take a better look. So you can see. So he can rock both of them technically. It's a little tight, but a little finagling, and you can get it in here, or you can undo the chest armor, which just happened on this side. So that'll make it a lot easier. I haven't done that yet with any of the figures because who knows, I hate, not that anything with this line, but where you have to like peg in these really tiny pegs, like He-Man harnesses type things, just getting those to fit back in. So you can do it. It is a bit tight, but that's going to really impair the, impede the motion, impair, whatever. The motion that you get out of that shoulders from having that, they're going to be locked down. You're not, you can move them a bit, but I think he looks cool without it, probably. Anyway, we'll look at these shoulders here, or the plates. So what are we doing? They've got numbers on them, so that's a 2. I don't know if that has one. That's a 6. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They numbered like that. That one didn't really look like it had a number. Here's a 4. That's a 4. And that one didn't look like it had a number. So I'm gonna, I guess, well, hey, we're doing this on the fly. Maybe you want to see how to do this. Let's see. The big ones, do they go on top? The big ones do not go on the top. So, and it doesn't look like it goes there. So it might take some time to figure this out, where you put these guys, but once you figure it out, you'll get them in there. Looks like I found a winner for the top, except it probably goes on this side. So it takes a little bit of looking, a little bit of inspecting on where you put these, but you'll eventually figure it out. I have faith in you. And I think, I don't know, I don't feel like there's enough grab on these to keep them plated in. I don't even know if I put these ones in. There goes one. Yeah, once I figure out the proper way to do these, I will probably glue mine in once I know for certain that I'm putting them in the correct way. And yeah, see, as soon as I tried to, these bottom two are kind of close to each other. So when you go to install it to put the one in, you knock the other one out. So maybe a little bit could have been learned here to do things differently in the future. We'll blame that one on Chris. There it went again. So we might not have these in the whole time during the video. And I haven't had, this is the only figure with the plates. So I haven't had to do this. One goes out, one goes in. One goes out, one goes in. So I would absolutely, we're going to stop there because it just keeps happening. So I would absolutely recommend gluing these on once you figure out if you've got them in the right way. Yeah, it's a cool look once it's there, but I'm definitely not going to keep these shoulder pads on because now the harness keeps unpopping. I think it probably looks better without it. Just that bright blue, really just making them pop at the top. Adding that gray kind of takes away from the red to the bright blue. I understand he's got it here and in other places, but he doesn't need it up top. Okay, so before I do the tail, just like the other figures, we've got his helmet here. And this helmet has sideburns, if you will, and a red gem on the top. And it keys in, just like all the other figures. And there he is with his helmet on. So I am going to go pause this now and go ahead and put the tail in, and I will be right back. You stay right there. All right, and we're back. Thanks for hanging out and waiting. So we got his tail installed, no issues, just took a little heat from the hair dryer. Didn't think you guys would want to watch and listen to that. But this figure moves great. I've got all of his spines in right now. They're not glued in yet. I haven't done that, but I definitely plan on it. I wanted to see if he could do a couple things before I do the popping of the hands, if you will, to swap the hands. I wanted to see, since we've got his weapon holding hands in here again, and these are both, once again, they are vertical hinged. It'd be nice for, especially for like a two-hander, if we had, maybe one, at least maybe one of them horizontally hinged hands. But he can two-hand his staff. Go ahead and rotate it that way so you can kind of get a look at him. The more I look at Vasapo with this bright blue color and his headgear, the way he has it, it reminds me of when, I believe it was when Farouk, the wrestler for WWE first premiered, he was kind of wearing that blue gladiator gear. I'll do an overlay to show a picture of that. But very similar, Farouk and Vasapo rocking a very similar style. So one thing I wanted to look at too, again, I have not glued in his plates. I wanted to see, because if we look at the back on this figure, he does have the spot right there where he can slot in a weapon. So I kind of want to see, it looks like there's space for it with his spikes, and there definitely is. It's not hitting the spikes. It's close, but you can have him, you know, rocking this on his back if you want to, and it completely functions and works. So we'll go ahead and take that off, get that out of the way. We'll pop his hands here. I don't think I actually talked about his hands yet. His alternative hands. Comes with the same hands as all the other figures do. We've got his two graspy hands here. And the difference between the hands that come on him, the weapon holding hands, are vertical hinges. These are horizontal hinges. So no issues bending that guy. No issues bending that guy. And then he's got his beat 'em up fists. So boom, boom, boom. And again, horizontal hinges on these as well. And no issues, no issues. Let's go ahead and pop some in. Get that satisfying. All the other figures have had a really satisfying pop. So let's see, that one snapped in really good. I guess they do that satisfying snap when you pull them out, when you pull it out. So those are in there. They're not going anywhere. We'll do it the other way. We'll go the other way now. Good snap. That's in there. Got that guy in. Let's do it again. Oh yeah, that's what we want to hear. And that's in there now. So easy to swap hands. Holds really good poses. So again, the only thing that you'll want to consider, and now that I've had these in there and I've got them seated pretty well, maybe I won't glue them in. I don't know. We'll think about it. It's not going to be anything I'm going to rush to go do. But very solid figure. The joints on him were probably more fluid, I felt like, than all the other figures. On a lot of the figures, I had a lot of paint on the hinges and articulation points, and it was flaking off all over on my desk, which is fine because the joints are cast in the appropriate color on the skin and on the in the elbow there, so it's not a problem. And it looks like I'm also seeing some type of like a shot grease in there as well. So he comes lubed, ready for battle. All in all, Vasapo killer figure, very cool look. Love the design, love the red to glistening blue colors here. Very excited to have him in my lineup. Go ahead and pop that off again. Give him his arm to hold his weapon. And there he is. It'd be really interesting to see, you know, what other people are doing with customs for these guys. But I'm really liking him a lot. So anyways, guys, hey, thanks for checking out the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out the door. I will take some photos of this guy now. Crap, I forgot to take another boxed picture of him before I opened him up. Oh well, I guess we'll skip that for the short video I do. But I primarily post shorts on my channel. And hey, this has been your Action Figure Minute. Appreciate you watching. Bye.